Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video, and judging by the thumbnail you can probably guess what I'm going to talk about is going to be who Noob can potentially be inside of the brand new Mortal Kombat timeline. As you may notice, Noob is missing from the current roster inside Mortal Kombat 1, but obviously there's a reason for that because Bi-Han is not dead. But what if I told you that Bi-Han might not be Noob inside of this brand new timeline? So after some extensive research on the game, I realized that Bi-Han cannot be Noob unless, they make Kuai Liang take the role of Sub-Zero. Because if you think about it, if Sub-Zero dies, there is no one to replace Bi-Han as of right now. There is only Kuai Liang, who is Scorpion. And Hanzo Hasashi is definitely going to grow up to be Scorpion as well. So we'll have two Scorpions, which is really confusing as to why that's happening. But what if I told you that's not what's going to happen at all? And Kuai Liang is going to be the one to die, be resurrected, maybe by Quan Chi, and become Noob with a vengeance for Bi-Han. I know that might sound a little confusing, but here's why I think this. So, you cannot have Mortal Kombat without Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Every Mortal Kombat has had it. They are a huge staple in the character roster. You take them out, it's not even Mortal Kombat. So you cannot have two Scorpions and one Sub-Zero, so it would make sense that Kuai Liang dies, Hanzo Hasashi takes up the role of Scorpion, so you have one Scorpion, one Noob, and one Sub-Zero. But if you want to even get further into the lore, I actually also think that Bi-Han is going to become Cyber Sub-Zero based off the ending where they're building the Cyber Initiative with Sector kind of leading it, which that's going to be really, really cool to see in the next game. But you might be asking, how do I know Hanzo is going to be Scorpion? And there's a simple answer to that. Inside of the ending for Smoke, they have a small little reference talking about appreciating his fire. And to me, that's a pretty big tease that he is going to be a Scorpion. They wouldn't have thrown in a fire if, he would become Sub-Zero. But another thing you can say is, what if Kuai Liang just learns how to use the ice abilities and become Sub-Zero? That's a possibility. I'm not saying that's definitely out of question, but just judging on how it is right now, I think it's more plausible in a brand new timeline to change things up a bit. Kuai Liang is going to die and become Noob. I think story-wise that would actually be really interesting, and it would have a nice turn of direction than what we're used to. But sort of a wish list for the next game, I do hope Cyber Sub-Zero is going to be in there. I hope Noob as Kuai Liang is going to be in there. I hope Hanzo as Scorpion will be in there as well. Smoke, maybe he's a little older, he will be in there. I mean, there is just so much they can do. And I really think if what I'm saying right now is going to end up to be true, Mortal Kombat is going to be in a good direction. I think they definitely need to change up the story a little bit because we already know what these characters, we already know what kind of happens to these characters. So if they take a character we know, completely change up their story, it's going to leave fans guessing, and we won't be able to predict what's going to happen, like Kuai Liang becoming Noob. I mean, that's just all fan theory. I haven't really seen theories like that out there yet. And I am kind of guessing it will happen, and if it does, that's still going to be a surprise to me because, I don't think they'll do something like that. But if they do, that's going to be really cool to see. So I want to just keep this video kind of short and sweet, let people know my opinions on who Noob can potentially be. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree. What do you hope to see in the future Mortal Kombat? Are there any characters you're interested in seeing returning? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.